Hey guys, Coach Phil Houston here from CoachPhilHouston.com. And as you can probably imagine, I work with athletes and adults and a pretty broad swath of the population. So ever since the folks at Nike decided to put Mr. Kaepernick in their 30-year anniversary ad for the Just Do It campaign, I've been getting a lot of questions about what I think. So I want to kind of share with you my thoughts are on this. So here's my take on that situation. This is not a commentary on Colin Kaepernick or race relations or any of the social justice issue that may or may not be involved that people really feel strongly about and think are important. It's not even intended to be cynical, derisive, or critical. This is just my observations based on 56 years of watching this kind of stuff unfold. And yeah, I'm 56. I know it's hard to believe. As Michael Corleone once said, it's not personal, it's strictly business, okay? So while all the social justice warriors are celebrating, other people are crying foul, Nike, I think, has pulled off a really brilliant business move. What they've done is they've secured the #1 spot in the attention category in American discussion land. They got $43 billion worth of free advertising PR in the 24 hours, I think it's 24 hours after they made the announcement. That's pretty slick. That's pretty savvy on their part if you think about it, right? But the problem in American discussion land is that for the most part, people on both sides, the ones who speak the most and the loudest are typically the ones who never really learned how to think critically. And they're also the ones who use all the social pariah labels, racist, this, that, is the other thing. And that's for people they disagree with, right? They typically live in echo chambers, and that's a problem. So step back for a minute and kind of look at this with me and see what you think about what I think. I think Nike's going to take a hit in the short term, but this was a can't fail move on their part. If it backfires, they can always roll out some pseudo-patriotic fanfare or make a big donation to a military charity to assuage the people that need that kind of stuff, right? But if it works, and it likely will, they're going to secure their place in the Social Justice Hall of Fame, socially conscious company wing, and become the permanent rulers of the pseudo-urban life space. They've got a chance to secure their place as the go-to for up-and-coming African-American athletes too, right? Young guys who want to sign on with endorsement deals become far more likely to sign on with a company that's socially conscious and supportive of the kind of issues that they think are important as well. Many of them do anyway. They'll probably sign more than they might have otherwise done. And I think it's the same for socially conscious young athletes of other racial backgrounds. And in turn, they'll sell more really expensive shoes and clothing to their target market. The target market is, of course, young people and the sports and socially conscious people that Nike intends to inspire. And this is what I say about that. All well and good. Socially aware capitalism work, and I salute that. But the irony is this. Just like one aspect of the Air Jordan experience from some years ago, the market that is most likely to want these shoes and this gear that are associated with the new African-American athletes that Nike is more likely to sign are, wait for it, lower to middle income Americans, urban and suburban, black, white, and other. These kids and their parents who largely can't afford the $175 plus shoes that are likely to pop out from this kind of stuff, as we saw in the Air Jordan experiment, they'll sacrifice, they'll go into debt, they'll do things even worse just to get a pair, okay? And that's not just in the urban markets, okay? That's suburban markets too. Out there in suburbia and beyond, you're gonna see these shoes flying off the shelves. Then it's gonna bolster Nike's top and bottom lines. Kids are gonna spend their lunch, work, and all other kinds of money to get these shoes. And mom and dad will spend their money out of either brand loyalty, a shifted mindset based on Nike's move about Nike and what they stand for, or because little Billy or Sally whined long enough that it was easier to buy the shoes than to tolerate the bitching. But in any case, in all these cases, Nike is going to make billions. Colin Kaepernick is going to make millions. Okay, these people are not suffering. This is not some giant risk on their part. These people, they knew, if you look at their board of directors, they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, and most likely not a whole lot's going to change as it relates to the issues that Colin Kaepernick and his supporters seek change around and within. And that's a shame. It really is a shame. But Nike is going to make billions with a B. A quick review of Nike shareholders, their top shareholders board of directors, reveals that 6 of the 7 top individual shareholders are white guys, and 4 of them are old white guys, okay? And after that, it's all mutual funds and ETFs run by, yeah, you guessed it, white guys, mostly white guys and mostly oldish, okay? So Nike's move was brilliant, absolutely. They're gonna make billions as a result of what's likely to come out of this. And white guys, mostly old white guys, are gonna make fortunes, a very large fortune. So social justice is ironic in this case. Okay, that's the funny part. Social justice is ironic in this part. It isn't always fair, it isn't always right, and it doesn't always seem to do the right thing. But in this case, it's trying to do the right thing. And the irony is a giant shift of money is going to take place to a bunch of old white guys. So my advice to all of you who are out there cheering this or jeering this particular piece of corporatocracy in action, do yourself a favor, look a little deeper here, and don't be fooled again. This is Coach Phil Houston and coachphilhouston.com, and I'm out, guys.